Okay, let's see if I'm in frame. Am I in frame? Hey friends, hey, I'm Ryanova and welcome to my channel. So pretty much here what we're going to be talking about is all things health, wellness, beauty, and just general life. Specifically speaking, today's video is actually something one of my past students has brought to me asking for advice on how to get started in her new year. Here are my 7 tips on how to rebrand and refocus for 2025. So I wrote everything down. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can't see that. That's a good job. These are not in any particular order. Maybe I'll switch them around as I'm talking about it, but I probably won't if I'm being honest. Create a schedule. Your time is valuable. A lot of times we run into life and we kind of let it happen to us. We kind of just go with the flow of things, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. But oftentimes when it comes to your goals and redefining who you are as a person or just finding who you are as a person, you need a schedule. I have a few different calendars. The first one is connected to my MacBook, which kind of goes over whatever content things I have. Anything related to my business is all logged into that calendar. The next one is a paper calendar by Tabitha Brown. My mommy got me this for Christmas. And it's my life, my business. It's very, very cute, y'all. It has monthly goals, things to accomplish, which include work, wellness, happiness. I really hope y'all can see this. Girl, I don't know if I'm in frame. This kind of gives me a space to put down all of my thoughts. Like literally in January, I have written down like this month's affirmation, things I need to accomplish, in regards to like different, categories. And then things I'm excited about. And number 1 is starting my YouTube journeys. I actually don't just have 2 calendars, I have 3. So if I'm not on my laptop and I don't have my physical planner in front of me, then I have my digital planner. I'm going to mention an app. No, this is not sponsored, but I really wish they would. I mean, this is my first video, so maybe they will. I don't know, girl. We're going to see. That Girl Planner for me is actually a catch-all for everything. So that's everything from anything having to do with my health, wellness, anything having to do with going to work, working with clients, people's birthdays, things of that nature. Anything that I kind of just need to look at as at a glance and, kind of keep moving along my day. That's That Girl Calendar. And it gives me a check-off list. And it counts your streaks too. So like every day that you do things that's on your calendar for that day, you can check it off. And I really love it because it goes into detail. It gives you like an option to put locations. It gives you an option to put what is it about, general notes about like whatever you're planning. You can choose to repeat it. You can color code it. It's really cute. I don't know who made it, y'all. But if y'all want to sponsor me, you don't have to have 3 like me and be, OD. But whatever you can do that will allow you to really focus in on yourself and hone in on all the things that you need to do, write it down, type it down, have it repeating constantly so that way you can stay on top of what you need to stay on top of. Learn the power of no. I'm looking at you. Yeah, yep. To the front. Come to the front. You. Learn the power of no. No is a full sentence. Me personally, this is something I struggled with massively my entire life, number 1. But even more so in 2024. It was constantly, I was running around from here to there, to this client, to that client, to this state, to that state. I was getting sick all the time. I was constantly like anxious. And granted, I just have anxiety, I was constantly anxious all the time, dude. Like, I never had a moment just to be with myself, and that ended up causing some major health issues that I had to deal with towards the end of the year. A lot of times people will ask you to do all these things for them, but at the end of the day, they'll never, 1, return it, and 2, appreciate the time that you scheduled out or that you decided to give to them. So learn the power of no and use it. I'm gonna step off my soapbox. To tip number 3, these are 2 closely related concepts. Show up for yourself before showing up for anybody else. This is something that does not pertain to how old you are, to how many friends you have, to how big your family is. This has to do with you as a person. A lot of people are used to just being people pleasers, are used to kind of dropping things at anybody's beck and call, but the reality is You can't show up for anybody else until you show up for yourself. So using myself as an example, right? I was doing all this stuff. I was knocking things off the list, whether it was for myself, for a client, whatever. Boop, 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 right? That's all good and dandy. But then my health started to decline. Then I got really sick. And when that began to happen, nobody, let me say it again, nobody cared. That's the reality of the world. People don't care. And it's not saying that they won't care or that they're being mean and that they don't want to care, you know. It's just saying that people have other things going on in their lives. So you have to take care of you first. Therefore, you show up for yourself before you show up for anybody else. Tip number 4, daily affirmations. Hey, baby. Hey, girl. So, you know those self-deprecating jokes that you make, that you think is so funny. You know those friends who like make fun of you at the little things that you actually really do care about, and so much so that you actually are creating an insecurity towards it. Yeah, no, that's not okay. So me personally, I'm very pretty, right? I think I'm pretty. I don't know. I think I'm pretty, period. But for a long time, I didn't. For a long time, I hated things about myself, whether it was my nose, whether it was my teeth, whether it was my skin. It not my skin color, girl, because we love being black over here. But like, I had acne. Like, I felt like my nose was humongous. Like, I didn't feel like my teeth were straight enough. It was so many different things that I was hyper fixating on. But at the end of the day, it's like, but why? I love me. I'm beautiful to me. I can look in the mirror and say, oh my God, that girl is stunning, right? She's stunning. I love it. I love to see it. The reason I can move that way is because I started to put time into myself, because I started to affirm myself. Me personally, this is my mantra. If you want to take it and use it as well, you definitely can. But I am healthy and wealthy in mind, body, spirit, love, relationships, and finances. That is a constant mantra that I use every single day. I use it in the shower. I use it when working out. I use it when I'm ready to explode and have a major crash out, right? I use it all the time. And it brings me back to reality of I am healthy and wealthy in mind, body, and spirit, and love, and relationships, and finances. I am happy. By saying these things, you allow yourself, or, I guess you can gaslight yourself. That's not the right way to use that word, by the way, friends. But you can gaslight yourself into believing that, yes, I am all these things. So if you feel like, hey, I'm not the cutest babe in the world, yes, you are. You are fine, shawty. You are the most beautiful woman that has stepped foot on this planet, or most beautiful man. I don't know who's watching this, or non-binary, period. Okay? That is something that you need to affirm to yourself daily. And it doesn't have to just be physical. It could be mental. I am smart. I can read. I can write. It can be as small as that. Or I can wake up early. I'm not socially awkward. I am socially awkward. I do find it a little bit difficult to talk to people. But guess what? This year, I'm not socially awkward. I'm not. Matter of fact, I'm so not socially awkward, I could sit in front of a camera and have a full conversation as if I'm talking to my best friend. Daily affirmations allow you to create the world you want to live in, to become the person that you were meant to be. So take your time, whether it's writing it in lipstick on a mirror. I've seen the girls do that. I love that. Whether it's sticky notes, whether it's posts on your wallpaper, whether it's daily quotes, whether it's the pages you follow and you just read it. Daily affirmations can change everything. And when I tell y'all, as soon as I started to really, really believe, like, oh my God, I am beautiful. Oh my God, I am happy. Oh my God, I am healthy and wealthy in mind, body, and spirit, and love, and relationships, and finances, it began to happen. The finances part, we're still working on it. But everything else, it is happening. It is happening slowly but surely, and it's changing every single day. And I can thank nobody but myself and God, baby. We locked in. Tip number 5, plan out your goals. So let's talk about this. Let's say you want to go to LA, right? But you didn't book a flight. You don't have a car. You don't have a license. You don't have any money, so you can't Uber. How are you going to get to LA? Matter of fact, you want to go on a trip abroad to India. You don't have a passport. You don't have any money. You don't know the language. You don't know who to stay with. You don't know where to go. You have done no research on this country, anything whatsoever. How are you going to get to India? If you have a goal and you really, 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 from the depths of your heart, want to achieve this goal, you have to plan out how you're going to achieve it. Setting these tips that I'm giving y'all right now into motion is part of me achieving my goals, which is to be a happier, healthier, wealthier person in 2025 and beyond. Let's make it even simpler. Let's not go so broad, right? I started at a weight of 194 pounds around the middle of 2024, right? I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I don't feel like myself. Like, I was feeling chunky on the sides. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but I was feeling chunky on the side. Not I spit. I was feeling chunky on the sides, y'all. Like, I was going like this, and I could feel the whip. I could feel the little rolls jiggling. It was too much. I weighed myself. I decided what was a weight that I was really happy at, and it was 175. And that was my goal. And what did I do? I changed my diet. I stopped drinking as much. I stopped smoking, like, almost altogether. I started going to the gym daily, 5 days a week. Not daily, because you need rest days, but at least 5 days a week. I started focusing on form and different exercises that really targeted the areas that I wanted to grow, or I wanted to tighten, or I wanted to just define. Whatever the goals were, I did research and I planned out, here's how I'm going to execute this. I planned out a goal. I planned out the steps to achieve a goal, and I achieved that goal. You have to do research. You have to ask other people, how have they gotten there? You have to put yourself in that space to achieve it. Tip number 6, define your look. So this one is as simple as possible. Define your look. What is something that makes you comfortable and happy? Not a trend, something that you truly love. Like me personally, I love rings. I didn't realize how much I love rings until I really started to give them a chance. I started to wear clothes that fit me the way I wanted to fit. Boop, 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 right? Examples. I'm going to name some Black brands that you need to look into if you are looking to define your look and really figure out, what do I want to give in 2025? If you are looking for different types of urban wear, streetwear, just like things that push the boundaries, Eternal Streetwear, Humble World, Pray for Prey, amazing brands, Black owned brands that are up and coming. First of all, they're gonna eat down. If you're looking for 2 phenomenal Black woman owned small businesses, Blossom by Renee and KCD Cosmetics, amazing. 2 Black woman owned brands that are absolutely phenomenal. I love working with them. And actually, Blossom by Renee also sells hair girl. Yup. Wigs, bundles, all that. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm just putting on the people that I truly, truly love, brands that I truly love and support, and that have supported me. But if you do want to get money off, riding over 25 for the hair and bundles, you feel me? You feel me? I promise you, 2025, that's going to be that year. Define your look. What is it that you want to look like? What makes you feel happy and confident? Me personally, it's baggy clothes. It's graphics. It's being a little bit more maximalist whilst also being a little bit minimalist. It's a mix. Contradictory, but it's a mix. Yes, either way. Tip 6, define your look. Hello? I like how I blanked. I completely just blanked. What was I saying? Tip number 7, find your mode of expression. So me personally, as you know, I'm a content creator, I'm a photographer, I'm a artist too. I'm just an all-around artist. And that is my mode of expression. But I've recently gotten into journaling. So literally every day for at least 5 minutes a day, I try to write down my current thoughts, things I'm appreciative for, goals, things that I'm upset about, just things I need to kind of like get out of my body and into a space in a journal. What is something that you're just like, yes, I cannot wait to do this. I've had such a stressful day. I want to go home and paint. Right? Right? Okay. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to explain it any further. I highly suggest in 2025, you find your mode of expression. It does not have to be artistic. It does not have to be anything that pertains to other people. It just needs to make you feel free. Something that makes you feel relaxed. Something that makes you feel at peace. Create more than you consume. And that's probably the biggest tip I can give you. Just take whatever you need. Honestly, take all of them and just see how your life changes from 2024 is ending to the end of 2025, and report back. Tell me what your goals are in the comments. How do you feel? Are you excited for this new year? What are you looking forward to the most? Which tip was your favorite? How do you plan on executing them? If you do plan on executing them. Matter of fact, baby, what's your tips? Tell me, because I need some.